I'm pretty sure that Star Wars The Force Awakens and Scream 2022 are the same movie. Don't believe me? Check this out. We follow a new group of characters led by a girl with a dark, mysterious past. Our heroes are battling against a newer, shinier version of the bad guys that we thought had been defeated a long time ago. Now, eventually, we catch up with the heroes from the original films as well, and time has not been kind to these older characters. Now, the main character, the hero of the originals, has removed themselves from being involved at all, at least at first. The romantic couple who had earned their happily ever after at the end of the original series has broken up, and they are no longer on speaking terms. Now, the estranged wife, she's doing pretty good for herself. She's very successful in her field of work and has earned the respect of those around her. The husband, on the other hand, he has fallen on some hard times. He's become an older, grumpier version of the character that we used to love. Take note, he will be the best part of this movie. Now, the grizzled old man gives a speech to the new characters, telling them all about everything that happened in the old movies, and then he reluctantly becomes kind of a mentor to the new female lead. We have some iconic locations from the original movie series that are revealed in these big moments that are meant to make fanboys squeal. And story-wise, things are all feeling, pretty familiar. The mentor character ends up approaching the bad guy in a one-on-one confrontation that they hope will put an end to things once and for all. Unfortunately for them and for us, they end up getting stabbed. Eventually, we make our way to the climax of the film, which is just a bigger, overblown version of what happened in the first movie. During the final battle, the bad guy has their face horribly scarred, and we see evil defeated, at least for now. And then our heroes ride off into the sunset, ready to experience new adventures. And you know what? Both movies are pretty great. And whereas Star Wars has finished off their, sequel series, Scream is just getting started with it. And I'm really hoping that they're going to learn from the mistakes that the Star Wars series went on to make. They're already doing an okay job when it comes to handling those legacy characters, right? We actually got to see everybody interact with each other, which is more than we can say about, Luke and Han. And in this first legacy sequel, we actually get to see that main character come and do things, right? Sydney is doing Sydney stuff, and it's awesome to see. Whereas, Luke in episode 7 is just standing on a mountain looking sad. The big thing that I want is the Scream series to stick with the decisions that they make and not just kind of write them off between movies, right? If you're going to make a decision, stick with it. Don't just get into the next movie and say, actually, that was a lie. It didn't even really happen. Overall, though, I am optimistic about what Scream has coming around the corner, and we'd only have to wait a couple more days to see what Scream 6 is going to have in store. I've got my fingers crossed that the Scream series is going to be able to keep this momentum going so that Ghostface can continue to murder teenagers for years to come.